guests are well taken care of. Understood? These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I leave their care to you, Anastasia, my favorite employee. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails and get to the bottom of this. Even if this is a part of the game, I can't risk it. I'll keep everyone safe, conductor. You'll see. It's the saloon car! Yeah! Whoa, look at this place! Amy, are you here? I've looked around. I don't see her. I think Amy's gone ahead. She really seems excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah. Just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down easy. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about. Promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange places. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this just really a part of the murder mystery game? Or is there something else deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. It's my job to keep an eye on you. The train rules say I gotta stay and watch out after everyone. You just want to hang out with me, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. How is everyone great at reading people but me? As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum though, it's just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Ye varmints! What are ye doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles! We're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Anastasia, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues, and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Ah, a bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kind of bland. Huh. Seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? Tapui! Or maybe they're just unsalted. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. Touching my hair without asking is crazy. Even in a video game? Well, what? Interesting tech. Uh-oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can he microwave? Howdy, partners. Huh, that's funny. The door is locked tight. We can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When those doors were locked, and how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep this in mind. Anastasia, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? Anastasia, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone must have been here. We should log this. Used cups are added to your inventory, varmint. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Oma Chow. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. Breathtaking views! The train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. Knuckles' favorite shade of lipstick. It wasn't his favorite shade of lipstick, you know? Clearly, we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more like they got caused from punches. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smash Arcade is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Please don't beat me up. No promises. Knuckles, would you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. wouldn't be fun. I bruise easily too. I guess it wouldn't be fun to fight either. No, I'd fight you. Sorry, Anastasia. I wish you luck. He's not actually going to fight me, right? Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, let me know, won't you? Sure, like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Anastasia. You're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it! I thought I told you to leave me alone. Knuckles, Anastasia and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour of that the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Huh? It is? We have evidence too. We do? Anastasia, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? From detective to butler, not bad. That's a downgrade. Knuckles always had his hand in crime. The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it? What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Yes! Talking about. I am not looking forward to doing that any more times. The arcade machine is fixed. No! Don't look at the scores! Quick! Look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what does this tell us? Candy, bagel, ultimate, bread, apple, toast, Knuckles, and Vector beat Knuckles by 1. That was so perfect. Yeah, I did it the first time. I did it the first time. Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you! And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing! Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Right here. Victory! 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 Because it's Sonic. They're gonna keep making me play this damn minigame. Oh, no. Now, Anastasia, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? The cups? No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. It's not like, it's not, I wasn't, don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped in on top of the hour wanting to play this arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently? Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector used to play games. Rogue didn't find something and left, and then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Anastasia, could you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list? What is Tails talking about? All the other names have food themes, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim? You may not know, Anastasia, but there is someone here that goes by the title. The ultimate life form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too? He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No. I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems like we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Anastasia, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Anastasia! Coming! Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. What's the music for this one? Ooh. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you some presents. Give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Doctor, it seems that we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip just has to be too juicy to ignore. I'll send you all around. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick! But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course. It's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy... Every baby hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for some chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now? I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. I can't remember the voice I'm doing for SBO. And I'm SBO. And I'm SBO, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perceptives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Anastasia and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leaving the dining car? Sure. Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic passed through this library car. I see you called an investigator. Wow. Where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so we left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? What happened to... Well, we happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure standing over there. She left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. Then entered his library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, then again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up, and we were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's about all that's happened. With all these locked doors, it seems like Vector or Espesio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you happen to be wanting to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered. Thanks, guys. Their abilities seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Okay, let's start with this. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, taverns, hotels, and restaurants. Oh. Anastasia, look at this. There's a couple of maps here. It seems like a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. The library map has been added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look at all the Look, there's stalactites. There's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because he's choosing the hard way, which is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these books were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Chaos Cola. Chaos Cola. That's what bro. Noodles, all right? I just want to have my nudes in peace. Can I have my nudes in peace? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked his door on his way out. There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Ah, there's just a pause. Let's just pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. It puts me right back in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Anastasia, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. All right, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out of the floor and everything, but every book on the shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train that we're currently on. Do you think that someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. The Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's integrate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened. Interrogate. all of us. Did you bring me... Zach? Don't you dare. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Anastasia. Why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me. Look, Anastasia, you've made him a fool. Come on, Anastasia, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah! Yeah! I smooth things over, but at what cost? Did you bring me any meat to chop? So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Anastasia and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Especio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need... Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon bar, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings to our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library card and found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Especio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Especio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Anastasia, could you help me out? All right, Anastasia, what book do you think Especio might have been reading? This one. A manual? You think Especio's reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh my god, my mortal enemy! No way they added ninja stars. What the heck? You're both grasping. I knew it. My favorite part is Sonic. books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books are on the shelf. We're all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. The power button on your Dream Gear is off. Well, somebody turn it back on. Get them rings? I tried, I did. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espesio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espesio. A butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Anastasia, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espesio some questions about the manual? Just flip the page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espesio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 362. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the event, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espesio aced that question. Anastasia, hit him with another one. Oh, okay, which page do I choose? Page 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds unless you're charged with a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, that person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Anastasia. Let's see if Espesio can answer 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick for the last? 402. What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all of this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. But he did answer all my questions so calmly, so that's impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one who's seen me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so... Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espesio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Anastasia? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Anastasia, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw Espesio reading. But what? What you're trying to say with that. Don't waste my time. Not sure that's right, Anastasia. What evidence do we have that shows someone else should have been seeing Espesio reading? Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Anastasia. Let's get our argument together. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Shadow, we walked through the library card to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. I think the murderer is Shadow. Yeah, and then I ended up beating it. It wasn't that high score long. Procs are natural gamers. Especially said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Especially was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Yay, congratulations, thank you. That minigame is griefing me. We know that Shadow had to walk back through the library card when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Especial didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was just slip up. I was just fully immersed in the book. I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and unlocking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Especio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment you were you really in the library card at all? But how would Especio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Especio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Anastasia, one that I'd love for Especio to solve. You've got to believe me! That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library card. Honest! When Vector returned, he had me tap on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Especio. If you weren't here for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why does it seem this doesn't seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Especio simply sitting? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Anastasia, my favorite beloved employee, please, protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can solve all our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows that Shadow and Especio couldn't have been seeing one another? This one. The train map? Maybe this one. All right, now let's get my thoughts in order. library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Especial and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. It looks like you're right. You'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Especial have been for Shadow not to see him? Here. Interesting. That's where I was shitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Especial was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Especial couldn't have been seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way that Shadow could have been seen in Especial or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Especial. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I'll have no further points. Thank you for both answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but now I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a little bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done, but I have plenty of questions for Rouge and Shadow. And especially Shadow. Oh, it seems like the door to the next train car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Especial. Give 'em heck. And if you ever need any meat chopped up, say the word. I keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock, while we hear our heroes in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Anastasia. Let's see what's next. Coming! May the breeze drift towards your success. One sentence poem for you. Are italics enough to qualify as a poem? You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Just one more look around. You can never spend too much time in the library. Why? What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reads of an evil Dr. Scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yup, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, especially with plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food just can't be beat either. Ah, sounds like a perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you've ever been visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Gone Gal is funny. Okay, I already read this. Okay, nothing new. You sure you don't want want to stay and look over the great books a little longer? This mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. My voices are slipping up. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are. I have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I've seen you brought the microwave master with you. Please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Blaze? All right. I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about a treasure in the interview. Since I'm a part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell them what it is, Rouge. All right, well, it's a Fabergé chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you've accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's been well taken care of. She wrote me in the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé chow egg is here in the train car, locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here? And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car, with a safe code written right on it, the score of a lifetime. The train's blueprints? Please, Rouge, let us see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevators behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg. But we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. So, you want us to help you steal the Fabergé chow egg? Blaze, you don't have a problem with this. I have no issue here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing her decisions. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Anastasia, do you have an opinion on this? It's time for a 5-finger discount. Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Anastasia are in. Okay, let's get that Fabergé chow egg. That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now we must plan. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has access card. Do we attack the guard, bribe the guard, distract the guard? Distract the guard. Distract them. Perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. That was a really nice thing to say. Anastasia, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. Seems like they don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? course I'll distract them. Who could resist my feminine charms? I'm not sure how effective your charms would be on a chow. Plus, your flight might be more useful. I'm not sure you being the distraction makes sense. Oh, well, fair enough. Let's think it over. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Tails. Sure, I could be the distraction. I don't like the way he said that. Vito. I'm with Blaze. His delivery was shaky. No. Really, I can do it. Sorry, buddy, but I think you'll be better off elsewhere. In that case, who should we choose? Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Think you could distract the guard, Blaze? In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. Great! Her voice was so stoic, I have chills. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Pretend the claw machine is stuck. Push a bunch of pokers to the floor. Ask the child about their partner and kids. Pretend the claw machine is stuck. Who puts a claw machine in a casino? This will work great as a distraction. Let's continue the plan. With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get access to the... With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get the access card? Pick their pocket. I'll snatch the access key, no problem. That chow in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent, we can count on you, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. With the card obtained, we'll need to get Blaze out of here. Anastasia, what's your plan? Say there's a drink without a coaster? Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, and with the guard distracted, we'll head over to the elevator. And just like that, we all make it in the elevator. Inside, we... Celebratory victory dance? Now that's a proper victory. Oh no. One last security measure we didn't account for. What do we do about the mechanical arms What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? High five each of them. The end of those arms are claws. I'm not touching them. High fives aren't given away willy-nilly. They are to be cherished. I don't think my hands would survive a high five from them. Let's rethink this. They all humored my suggestion. How oddly polite of them. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Have Tails disable them. I should be able to disengage them. I'll just need some time. Well, that leads us nicely to our next question. Oh no, Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. Try and hope they sympathize. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone is ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready. Let's begin. All right, let's see what's up that elevator. I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. could have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit. It was executed to perfection. Enough chatter. Now we claim our real prize. I have the safe code right here on these blueprints. Let's claim our Fabergé Chow egg. Yeah. No question, this has to have got to be the safe with our treasure. Enter the code for the blueprints and find out Rouge. On it, sweetheart. Let's see. 23 04 01. Oh, wow! It's here! I have it! Alright, before anyone sees us, let's get at it! Oh, hold on, kiddo. We can't be so hasty. You think that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these has never lived to tell the tale. You can open the egg? You sure can, and all you will bear witness to its secret. Rouge, I don't know if you should. All you need to do is twist it. Tick, 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 tick. Uh-oh. Rouge, has no one ever lived to tell the tale's secret? Because each egg is a bomb? I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. We need to dispose of that egg now. Dispose of it? After all our hard work? Rouge! Fine, fine. What do we do? Where do I put this thing? That's an excellent question. What do we do with a bomb?
NANI?!
Twist the egg, eat the egg, throw the lock in the safe, toss the egg in the elevator, open it up to see if the wires are cut, have Blaze set it on fire, rock the egg to sleep, flip the egg upside down, let it finish ticking and see what happens, tell the egg to stop, Chaos control the egg away, let Rouge kiss the egg, let Tails cool it down with his tail, smash the egg against the wall, take one for the team. Why are there this many options? I don't even know. Chaos control the egg away is hilarious. Let it finish ticking and see what happens? Are you insane? Do you want us to just blow up? We need to expose the bomb, Anastasia. That is our goal. Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb? Wait, that's right. Anastasia, I think you're onto something. Huh? What's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time. Sorry, it's just Especially did say something interesting when we were quizzed him about the train's manual. Okay, what an efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless. Robotic arms. During the event, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and meshes afterwards. The robotic arms can detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train to ensuring passenger safety. Those robotic arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as a Fabergé Chow egg, the arms would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on. The only other person who knows the coming and going of the train is the conductor, and surely he wouldn't allow such a thing either. So if we're out of options, I think we should just wait and see what happens. Okay, we wait. Rock the egg to sleep? A lot of options were there, right? The egg! It opened! It's hollow! Not a bomb at all! You both were really onto something. Phew! My, well that's one way to get the heart racing. I'm completely relieved. My hunter's right! Thankfully. And look what's inside! Wow, look at that sparkle! It's so heavy too! It's the final secret to the Fabergé Chow egg! It's a chow covered in gems! It's perfect, it's exquisite, it's revolutionary! Is she drooling over a sparkling ornament? Though I must admit, it is stunning. You said no one lived to tell the Fabergé Chow egg secret. I wonder why if the egg wasn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us. I don't know. Who cares? What a precious treasure. A beauty to behold. Maybe they naturally died of old age or just kept the secret with them. As much fun as this has been, we should get out of here before we're spotted. Good call. Let's go. I hope they subdued the drink toaster fiend okay. Thank you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Stealing was strangely fun, but I prefer to never do it again. Now Rouge. Rouge? She's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow. What is it, darling? About those blueprints. Now that you've done with them, maybe we can take a look? Well, I appreciate your assistance. It's as I said, finders keepers. I needed a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I promise I'll let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Well, we'll get out of your way for now then. We have a murder mystery to attend to. Before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these. He passed through earlier. Let me unlock the door so you continue forward. You know, we've had a lot of people mention you, Rouge. But we've just had just as much suspicion about Shadow. He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you. The door's unlocked. Both of you stay safe. Thanks again. Will do. Come on, Anastasia. Let's head out. Gotcha. The mystery continues. The capabilities of these robot arms are quite spectacular. I'm impressed every time we see them. I can't help but wonder how they're controlled. I don't know, the conductor ordering it around a little bit earlier. At the very least, things operate much smoother with them here. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, that's true. They're very versatile. Tails, we must search the trash bin. It's empty. Oh? Oh, did I hear an O? I've always believed in a thorough investigation, even peeking in the trash. See, it's about persistence, Tails. My dad told me that when he met my mother, he would drive her to work 2 hours away from every Tuesday with a flower from his garden. She quickly agreed to a date. But when she arrived at the restaurant, she found 24 roses waiting for her. Within a year, the two were married. It's about caring, dedication, and persistence. That's very sweet, but all that's in this bin is a lollipop stick. Lollipop stick? Yeah, like the leftover stick from a lollipop. That's all that's here. Anastasia? Anastasia, is everything okay? Do you need me to bring you a flower? Just leave me be. Should I give the slot machine a try? Alright, let's see. Big money, big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? Alright, let's see. Big money, big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? Alright, let's see. Big money, big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? Anastasia, what do you expect to happen if you keep playing? Big money? I'm gonna get it this time, you'll see. Well, I lost, but maybe next time I'll get it. Alright, let's see. Big money, big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? Alright, let's see. Big money, big money. Well, I lost. Do I try again? No, let's move on. Whew, I was starting to worry about you. Yeah, let's go. Thanks again for your help earlier. Now what can I do for you, darlings? Are you hungry? What a paltry menu. Not a lot of options, sweetie. I think I'll have to pass. Not a problem, just let me know if you ever need something later. Sure, if I need a bag of chips, I'll holler. Thanks again for your help earlier. Now what can I do for you? Do you think you could go over your alibi again for us, Rouge? Then Amy began the murder mystery. What did you do? Well, once Amy paired Blaze and I up, I immediately roped her in on the Fabergé Chow egg hunt. We split up the casino car and I went searching for the blueprints. I walked back to the library car, saloon car, till I found it in the library car. Did you see Sonic at all during your search? Sonic? No, I don't believe so. I remember him in the dining car at the beginning. Do you have anything to support that claim? Listen, plenty of people saw me poking around, and I have the blueprints on me. I hardly had time to chase Sonic down and murder him, and find the blueprints myself. We appreciate you answering our questions, Rouge. You take care now. Likewise, darling. That's Dr. Eggman's logo. I suppose he does deal a lot with casinos. He's an evil scientist that always caused trouble for us in Sonic. Every poker chip I've personally seen has an Eggman's mug on it. I'm not too surprised to see this here. That's fair. I suppose I shouldn't be so surprised then. Jackpot! 1 million? Gambling is bad. Yeah, it is. Knight's Pinball. No cheating. Twinkle Park. Dr. Eggman's built a lot of casinos to run it around, but I've never actually sat down to play anything for fun. Well, want to play some blackjack? I don't know how to play that. It's easy, let me show you. Anastasia, we simply don't have time for this. We must avenge Sonic. Probably a good point. Pulling off that heist is so much more enjoyable than the rest of these casino games. Can I take your order? Can I interest you in anything on the menu? I'm content for now, thank you. The whole maybe the egg is a bomb thing kind of destroyed my appetite. Yeah, I was nervous myself. We could tell you sweat out your uniform pretty often. Yeah, you're a very, animated person. Wow. Do you think you could go over your alibi again first, Blaze? When Amy began the murder mystery, what did you do? Sure. We left the dining car and Rouge pulled me aside to talk about the Fabergé chow egg. We walked and talked to the casino car, where we then went to our separate ways. I scoped around, discovered the egg was here. After that, I played some slot machines. The train did a sudden jolt, which was odd, but I didn't leave the car. I gave Amy her presents, and when she stopped by, Shadow passed through as well, but it was brief. He gave me the exit key and left. Interesting. Do you have any sort of proof that you were here playing slots? I do actually. I kept winning, so I saved the cash out voucher. You can take a look. Let's see, 14,000 credits? That's an enormous payout. How did you? I'm just naturally lucky, I suppose. That smirk. She's so self-aware. Well, thank you for your time, Blaze. Anytime, and Tails, do tell Cream I said hi, won't you? Of course, can do. Ready to get going? Let's find Shadow. Let's do it. Villain, this is crazy. Whoa! No! Okay, no way.